we did series of programs, series of live stream concerning RCCG. You remember we talk about Pastor Fusho Odeshola. You remember we talk about him on this platform. Wetin spoil redeem? Na Eguje spoil redeem. Shabamu. The man collect bribe like
Who is Maureen Badejo? Who? I will give you a background. How did she end up here? For the purpose of tell more to what extent this woman has done. Because you see, it's a compound statement to just say, is it because he talked about the pastor?
Thank you for joining us at The Bible Says. In today's video, we want to look at the main reason why Maureen Badejo has been calling out Dr. D.K. Olukoya. This is an untold story. A lot of people don't know this part concerning this story between Dr. D.K. Olukoya, the General Overseer of Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministry, and Maureen Badejo. Now in this video, we are going to hear from Victor King as he's giving us the background. A lot of people don't have this information. The main reason why Maureen Badejo is calling out Dr. D.K. Olukoya has been finally revealed to us. Let's dive very quickly into the video and we are going to discover all of these things. And I will also be right back to let us know what the Bible has said concerning what is going on. Please join us again.
What actually happened there is a pastor. His name is Pastor Tunde Abdullahi. RCG Lorry issue ended up in lies and deceits for position. God bless you. Somebody is trying to say it now. We all remember, sis. God bless you. God bless you. I remember, but I did not watch the show. Actually, I can remember we did all sort of story. They even went and wanted to do damage control. They said we don't know Morin. We did not give Morin work. They did all sort of things, but we exposed them. We did not expose them alone. They were fighting and rejecting their pastor because of money. They suspended their parish pastor. Pastor Tunde Abdullahi has to impose one professor on them. Una remember, the congregation shut the church premises against their pastor in Ilorin. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, Adokwa. God bless you. The name of that pastor is Pastor Tunde Babatunde Abdullahi. They raised prayer meeting for me. They started praying against me. There is nothing they did not do. You know why he was doing all that? Because he is doing all this in conjunction with Pastor Fusho Odeshola, the Assistant General Overseer. This Assistant General Overseer happens to be Leke father-in-law. This man has been in that position for 12 years with plenty of Eguje. I shared voice notes. You see, this Odeshola happens to be Baba-in-law. And this guy, this Odeshola, you see, Leke Adeboye's the wife. Funsho Odeshola is the father. This man happens to be in that position. He's so powerful because he's the one in charge of promotion. He's the one in charge of transfer. He's so corrupt. Wetin spoil redeem? Na Eguje spoil redeem. Shabamu. The man collect bribe like una wan kill me with star. Say who do this? Na one person abi na how many? Princess, God bless you for the star. Tuale, only you, this big one. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. With a devastating this person, let me remove you from my. I'm blocking you. You don't put this on my post. You are a scammer. Every time people like you beg, let me first of all ban you. Delete your comments. I'm going to ban you. So there is this Pastor Odeshola Adeboye's in-law, and he imposed a pastor on the Ilorin church, which they refuse. This man know the story. You know wetin dey sup. Good, 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 good. Thank you very much. So you see the Funsho Adesola, it's not only this one o. The man is corrupt. Yes. But you know, because either you like it or not, we continue, and it got to a stage when they realized they could not stop us. They had to go and put their house in order. They did all sort of things. And you see, this pastor has one guy, one deacon. I will give you his name. They did a lot of rubbish in Ilorin in conjunction with this Adesola. And it's not only in Ilorin. My people, there are a lot of atrocity, a lot of things that is going on in RCCG under the leadership of this Adesola. So we decided to expose him.
This charlatan, Maureen Badejo, headline news. After over 2001, 2, 3, almost 5 years of consistent, distasteful behavior, of maligning people for no reason, people who have no dealings with you, people that you don't even know, people who have done nothing to you. Consistent behavior of this, I don't know, somebody just sleep and wake up and just decided that what I want to be doing for a living is attacking pastors. What did God do to you? What is your problem? Who hurts you? We said our bits. Starting from, in fact, she didn't just sleep and wake up, because I realized that I've been seeing reaction. Most of you did not even know this woman. If you have been following me for a while, you remember when it was me and this girl having headlocks. At a point, I just left her alone. Headline news. UK-based blogger Maureen Badejo, for whatever reason, that she used her own leg to walk to Nigeria. And upon arrival, I learned that one woman told her they can help her with her YouTube page. First of all, I thought you said you are not doing this for money. Your YouTube page was that important to you that you left Nigeria. Morin, you left UK to go to Nigeria to go and pursue your YouTube channel. By the way, the YouTube channel was brought down by the team of Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Let me give you a background so that this discussion can make sense. Because clearly, I've been seeing reactions, seeing posts and comments from different people who, even though your position on this matter sounds very lame, I don't want to say senseless, but I want to make a grant for you that you don't know this woman. To you, is it because you talk about the pastor? That's why the pastor is arresting them and taking them to court. We will get there. I have your time today. You see, since the thing happened, I've been very busy with work. And it is paining me that I didn't have the time. Let's get to it. Before we get to the news, so Morin has been arrested for almost getting to a week now, for some time now. And immediately she landed in Nigeria, she was arrested and she was detained in Panti. I think they've appeared in court. I've been following the story on the background, but I've not been able to come out and talk about it. So before we get to context, the first question we are going to ask is this. Who is Maureen Badejo? Who? I will give you a background. How did she end up here? For the purpose of tell more to what extent this woman has done. Because you see, it's a compound statement to just say, is it because he talked about the pastor? Sometimes, you have to be careful because some people don't even know context. Who is Maureen Badejo? Maureen Badejo is just like any other person, a woman that was hustling. Everybody with so much vision, so much ambition to become something in life. She went to a polytechnic, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, and then in the course of that, he met a man who, as at the time, was already, in the peak of his career, Mr. Badejo. Mr. Badejo saw a girl, pick up interest in her, and decided to make her his wife. For somebody who have your good at heart, Mr. Badejo decided to feel like, okay, fine girl, I'm going to marry. Hey, I want to go to school. Help her to get back to school, did her HND. They got married. First red flag was that immediately this man got married, this woman turned her against all her friends and associates. But that's not where the story started. I'm giving you a background story for the purpose of Emo. When she graduated, the husband helped her get a job with an airline. It was alleged that she was having some form of involvement with the boss of this airline who helped her travel to Dublin. Did a Schengen visa for her. She traveled to Dublin and came back. After that trip, everything changed in the marriage. Everything. One day, this man, Mr. Badejo, went to work like every other man who is fending for his family, who is hustling. He went to work, and by the time he returned from work, the whole house was echoing. Oh, 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 echo, 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 echo. Ah, what's going on here? Wagwan. Got home, every single property in the house have been evacuated. Every single property in the house has been moved. Not only that, the only thing that was left in this house was a note that was written by Morin, stating the fact that she has jackwass. She took the man's money, took the man everything, and disappeared with the children till today. The child that they had then were from the age of 3 to the age of 7. Those children right now are in their 20s. That man never set his eyes on this child again, on these children again. Never. For more than 2 decades, he didn't even know where Maureen Badejo was. She relocated to Dublin. While she was in Dublin, I will save some stories because while she was in Dublin, she met with another man that had almost similar or worse experience. Used the man, she had a child for that man again, left the man, stole from the man, and relocated to United Kingdom. She was based in Luton, UK. Don't come for me. Is it Luton or Luton, whichever one? That's your family business. Now, she moved to the United Kingdom, met another man. The relationship did not work. Those of you who are counting men for her, be counting it. Sometimes around 2018, 2019, between 2017 and 2019, I can't put my finger on it right now. I don't know how she taragbaragba online. There is a prophet in Nigeria called Sam Ojo. You know this overzealous member. Men of God, beware, beware. My daddy, for somebody that you don't know her background. How she taragbaragba enter Sam Ojo's platform. She was said to be consistent, very loyal member. She joined their program online. She grew to become joining their inner caucus group. She did everything. She got the man's attention. I don't know what the communication was. According to her, Sam Ojo was involved with her. At some point, she denied that. At some point, she later admitted that. Long story short, this woman became like the frontliner for Sam Ojo in London. Matter of fact, there are 3 different business registrations registered in the name of Sam Ojo's ministry called Morin. And each of these businesses was registered in the name of Maureen Badejo. She registered Sam Ojo's ministry in UK. She created a WhatsApp group where they are raising funds monthly. They started doing fellowship. Long story short, good gesture, helping the man's business ministry, and there was a plan to have, the UK branch, which was being spearheaded by Morin. Along the line, while all of this was going on, we don't know who is lying to each other between both of them. She found out that, maybe she found out, or the thing just didn't work out the way she wants, that Sam Ojo had a wife. Matter of fact, as at that time, Sam Ojo was involved with another woman. I will save that name so that we don't drag people that has no business in it. She was involved with another woman. Sam Ojo, no, call on Shanu. She was involved with another woman who is a prominent name in Nigeria, in the gospel scene. And her involvement with this woman gets more public. She had a problem with the lady too, because he deceived the woman and all of those things. So when the woman had a problem with Sam Ojo, Morin got to know that the woman is involved with Sam Ojo, and by this extension, he realized that she was being played. And then she became angry, she became bitter, which is reasonable. This is what brought Maureen Badejo. And now, at this point where she got online, the story becomes a big story. There were blogs that were carrying it. This woman did, this woman that, Sam Ojo, and the story was on different blogs. For example, Soji Olukoya was handling the matter then, coming for Sam in Morin's defense. So, a couple of blogs, when things happen like that, some people will be in your favor, some people will be against. He ran to Soji to advocate for her, and the matter was on. For some reason, maybe Soji took a turn. She didn't like some things that Soji was saying, or maybe Soji was not taking her defense enough. She jumped out to social media to tell her story herself, because it was a big mess then. That was how Maureen Badejo was introduced to social media, was introduced to content creation. Now, what ended her relationship with Sam Ojo was that I told you they created a group. She took the money from this group, more than £20,000, removed Sam Ojo himself from the group, blocked everybody off, went away with the money till today. Did you see records of fraud? That one no even concern me. The money were not Sam Ojo's money. They were people's money that donated. If you will report here from long story short, I gave you this background story so that you know how she got on social media. Why am I telling you this story? That will explain the reason why Morin began to attack men of God. Why Morin's platform is only to attack men of God. Not one day as Morin did any show that covers any other content other than bringing men of God down. Our motivation were rage, bitterness, and anger. If she had stayed on the person that offended her, just be Doris Ogada, Pastor Chris, it would have been nice. In fact, she would have had support of a lot of people, including myself, more than likely. I guess the bitterness was on another level where this woman went wild, man. She went wild. She started with any pastor that seems to be friend or have any affinity with Sam Ojo were under attacks. For example, Prophetess Oladile Genesis. Those were her first prey. She go bizarre, purporting lies, falsehood claims, heinous things, unspeakable allegations. She went from Sam Ojo to Prophetess Oladile Genesis and left him alone, and then went on to Dr. D.K. Olukoya. That was, in fact, most people knew her and knew her platform from when she started maligning Dr. D.K. Olukoya. All manner of unspeakable things. He found somebody that he knows. He has evidence that they found the man in Babalawo house. The man had a shrine in his church. The man is sexually assaulting minor. He's sleeping with this. He's sleeping with that. He used jazz to sleep with them. I'm not saying one show. I'm not saying two shows. I'm saying shows every day with thousands of people on the live show watching for years. Years. She went from that, took a break, went back. That was when the issue with Prophet Oladile Genesis came up. She went back to Genesis. And from there, went back to Dr. Olukoya again. And went to Apostle Johnson Suleiman. She became untamable. This lady did a show for Pastor Adeboye one time, raining curses on this man for no reason, with no sensible claim, no evidence. People will just call on your show and just say stuff. Not a single evidence. I'm saying for the past 5 years, not one story did Maureen Badejo ever covered that she covered it with a tenable, reasonable evidence. Not one. Guess what? There were people calling on her show, telling their stories, backing up all her claims. They are nowhere today. Nowhere at all today. Like they are nowhere. There are so many of them. Now, this is getting to limelight because now she's been arraigned. Somebody say, are you not a pastor? Do you know that this is not the first? A report was filed. She was sued to court 3 years ago. Was fined 500 million. Was served an order of cease and desist for her to stop mentioning this man's name on her platform. I have those documents. If I check my archive, I will find it. They fined her 500 million naira, gave her an order for cease and desist. She said, she came back worse. Worse. She was sued in the United Kingdom. Was fined about, I think about £100,000. Told him, don't mention this man's name again. They started giving him nicknames. And then later she went bizarre again. They started calling his name. Every effort to stop this lady, they were like petrol inside a fire. Well, in a fire. She did all of this. And everything. Then Apostle Suleiman, What did she not say about Apostle? What did she not say about Apostle? What did this girl not say about Apostle Suleiman? This has been going on for years. Hours and hours of raining courses, hours and hours, like Monday to Sunday show with all these crazy people that have no identity. They will come and tell stories. Who are these people? You don't know. She's not been arrested for what she said once. She's not been arrested for what she said twice. She's not been arrested for one story. She's not been arrested for what she said for 2 weeks. She's been arrested for what she said for years. Monday to Sunday, January to December. When you want to come with the bull crap of, are they not a pastor? Did Jesus arrest anybody? Did anybody did a live show for Jesus maligning him? He that come with equity must come with clean hands.
All right, welcome back. You have seen all the revelations. You can see now from today's video that Maureen Badejo has been calling out men of God in this country. And we all know now that Dr. Olukoya is not the first pastor Maureen Badejo has been calling out. She has been doing all of these things. You heard the story she mentioned concerning a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. And she was also calling that one out and exposing, according to her, what she doesn't know or what she knows. I don't know what she was talking about in that place. So this is not the first time. Dr. Olukoya is not the first person that Maureen Badejo has been calling out. You've heard everything concerning Victor King as he was trying to let us know a lot of revelation we don't know concerning this woman. She is a woman on assignment, but we don't know where the assignment is coming from. That is not a ministry. A ministry of calling out men of God constantly, regularly, and you remain in that place and you are happy doing it, or maybe because you are generating some income and you are happy doing it, calling out men of God, telling the whole world what you know and what you don't know concerning these people. This is not a ministry at all. This is not what God has called us to be. You are a child of God. I know Maureen Badejo, she's a Christian, but now she has been coming out to drag our pastors, to drag our general overseers, to drag our fathers of faith in this country. This is not good. This is not a godly ministry. This is not a godly ministry. I don't know what you are going to achieve. I don't know what you want to achieve from all of these things. God has not called us to be doing all this kind of thing. This is not a ministry. Now, I'm going to show you a scripture as I round off this video in Numbers chapter 12, verse 8. Numbers chapter number 12. You start reading from verse 1, you will see what happened, how Miriam started challenging Moses, a servant of God, and God was not happy. And in verse 8, what happened to Miriam? He became leprous. Leprosy came upon her because God was not happy for coming out and to be calling out his servant Moses, and God rebuked her and she became leprous instantly. Why? She was dragging the Lord's servant. That's what God has said when he said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. God is not joking about it. So those people that have this kind of ministry, that are always happy, anything that happens concerning a man of God, you be the first person to come out to say what you know and what you don't know. Try to expose and bring down this men of God. Is going to come with consequence. So if you're a child of God, if you're a Christian, please desist from doing this. You cannot see a Muslim doing this to their own imam. They will never do it. But us Christians, we find joy, we derive joy in always coming out to call out men of God, to ridicule men of God, to expose men of God, to even say some things that they have not done. Because most of these things, we don't even have any evidence. You just hear story from nowhere and you come out on the social media and you are shouting the name of Dr. Olukoya. This is not good at all. This is not good at all. We should learn a lesson from the story that the Bible has recorded in Numbers chapter 12 concerning Miriam when she was calling on the servant of God Moses, and God punished her. If you read other Bible passages, you will also understand some people who attack Moses. The Bible talks about the earth opening his mouth. God doesn't joke with opposition. When you are opposing men of God, that is not a good place to be. You need to remove yourself out of that place. Whether you are doing it out of bitterness, out of hatred, as revealed by Victor King in this place, you need to desist from it. You need to run away from that ministry. It is the ministry of the devil. because the Bible says devil is the accuser of the brethren. So anyone who finds himself or herself accusing the brethren is doing the ministry of the devil. So we need to be very careful. Don't forget to join us in this conversation. Send your comments using the comment section, and please subscribe to this channel if you are new here. God bless you, and I will see you next time.